to die.
Hey guys, welcome back to Diesel Plays Arc. Thank you all so much for tuning in to me. I'm going to do something today I've always wanted to do. I want to put the Megalosaurus up against the Therizinosaurus and see how they actually fare against each other. We know the Therizinosaurus is known for the T-Rex killer and the Megalosaurus was the bad boy at night. And for those guys who are wondering, what are those two creatures who appear in the main picture? You know, the one, the bluish guy, and then the other one, the whitish guy. For those guys who don't play Dota, you know, that's actually Dota 2 character, guys. For those guys who played, you will actually understand that the Megalosaurus, it's kind of like a night stalker, you know, it becomes crazy at night, and the Therizinosaurus is more like an invoker because you can choose what you want to be. Support, DPS, tank, stuff like that. So in today's episode, we will be checking out these two guys down here, and we're going to put them up against every single odds, guys. Okay, in terms of torpor, in terms of health, in terms of stamina, in terms of damage, DPS, every... Did you just shit? Oh my god, that was rude, buddy. That was rude. Okay, guys, so without further ado, let's get to it. The first test itself shocked me, guys. For the Therizino and the Megalosaurus, both of them had the movement speed of 100%, and the sprint time for the Therizino was 8 seconds, and the Megalosaurus just took 1 second faster. For the movement speed of 100% and the exact same oxygen, the Therizino came up at 1 minute and 26 seconds, which was 21 seconds faster than the Megalosaurus underwater. So this is a new inclusion, guys. I wanted to check if stats are pumped into the movement speed or oxygen, which one gives you the fastest swimming time. So I went ahead, I pumped in 40 stats for both the Therizino and the Megalosaurus, bringing up their movement speed to 200%, and the swimming time for them is as shown. I did the same base 100% movement speed, but this time instead of pumping in stats into their movement speed, I pumped in stat into their oxygen, the same 40 stats, and the swimming time was pretty significantly faster. Almost twice, or actually 1.5 times, guys. So the bottom line, if you want to move faster in the water, pump in stats into the oxygen instead of the movement speed. Stamina depletion on land and in the water. So for the Therizino and the Megalosaurus, I had to do a few runs and then do some calculation, and for the stamina at 1000 for both of them, the Therizino definitely did better when it came to sprinting and swimming. Although the difference is not that much, for sprinting, for example, he was only able to last 4 seconds more, and in terms of swimming, he was able to last 1 second more. Alright, so how hard it is to get both of these bad boys down. So for this test, we had both the Therizino and the Megalosaurus at level 50, and the amount of trank arrows, trank darts, and shocking trank darts to bring them down is as shown. But the most important takeaway from this, guys, the Therizino had a torpor depletion 10 times more of that of the Megalosaurus. So you definitely gotta bring a whole bunch of narcotics for this bad boy down here. Stat increment wise, the Therizino did better in terms of stamina, oxygen, and weight. The Megalosaurus did better in terms of health and oxygen. Both of them came on par when it came to stat increment in melee damage and movement speed. So for those guys who are watching the video so far and you already feel that, oh Diesel, you know what, I'm gonna go for the Therizinosaurus, I'm not gonna bother taming any Megalosaurus. Don't do that, guys, because to get a perfect tame Therizinosaurus, you will need the keyboard of a Megalosaurus, and the Megalosaurus tames up with Oviraptor keyboard. Additional information time, since you guys have been so amazing, the Therizino has the power harvesting and the liquid harvesting stats. So I pumped in a few stats to just find out if it actually affects the damage output. Apparently not, guys. The only thing that affects the damage output is the melee damage stat of the dino. The Megalosaurus grab attack differs to that of the Capro, guys. It's a totally different mechanic. So, for example, I'm gonna set this Megalosaurus right here over to passive, and then we are going to go and grab this Scorpion right here. So we can actually bring the Scorpion wherever we want, drop him in the taming pen, and then start tracking him down. However, if the dino is still grabbed onto the Megalosaurus, once you dismount your dino, it starts chomping the dino up. And there's no way you can actually stop this. So there is actually no way of grab taming with the Megalosaurus, which really differs from the Capro, whereby you can actually grab onto the dino and the Capro doesn't do anything to those dinos. Let's take a look at the specialities of this dino, guys. The Therizinosaurus is a jack of trades. I've said it many times in my previous videos, and it actually farms everything except for metal, stone, pearls, oil and obsidian. It has better stamina and a better swimmer. As for the Megalosaurus, it's a night-only dino and it's able to grab smaller dinos, move them around, and it deals more DPS and damage as compared to the Therizino. So now for the summary. Alright guys, so it's time that I gave you guys my favorite. The Megalosaurus or the Therizinosaurus. I would definitely go for the Therizinosaurus. And I'll tell you guys why. Initially, when the Megalosaurus came out, he was really a bad boy, really feared, and he was like the night stalker of the day. Alpha T-Rexes, Alpha Raptors, Gigas, nothing tend to aggro him. But along the way, I think the devs have changed the mechanics and he tends to get aggroed right now by any predators, even at night. That's like pretty sad actually. The Therizinosaurus is an all-rounder in my opinion. He's always gonna be the jack of trades. Good damage, good speed, good stamina, isn't that bad in the water. So you know what, I'll definitely choose the Therizinosaurus against the Megalosaurus, and I'm gonna tell you guys one more very important reason. Did you just shit in front of me, buddy? Oh my god, that was pretty rude, ain't it? So, one of the other most important reason why I will choose the Theri against the Megalosaurus is because of the nighttime factor. Although it tends to make the Megalosaurus more powerful at night, you guys gotta be really careful on where you bring the Megalosaurus. You can't go too far away from your base or some safe location. You don't want to be like riding him all over the map and then to realize that, oh my god, it's daytime, and then this bad boy down here starts sleeping. You won't have the problem with the Therizinosaurus, guys, although he's gonna be a little bit harder to tame, but easier to find. It's kind of weird, ain't it? The Therizinosaurus is like a little bit harder to tame, but easier to find. This bad boy down here is a little bit harder to find, but easier to tame. I don't know. I guess that is how it works, guys. So, for those guys who like the video, remember to smash the subscribe and the like button. Please leave your comments behind. Till next time, take care and goodbye, guys.
And that concludes our demonstration. Any questions?